This is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Welcome, everyone, to NRG Stadium, home of the Texans here in Houston, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Temple Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. This one is out of bounds, and mistake on a simple opening kickoff. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. They'll run it here. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking right. This one caught. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. A new set of downs after that completion. The shotgun running play call. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a first down.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. But I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on an offensive line and their running back.
Moves out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Looking for his back. Catch made on the right side. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And this one is caught. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal. The Gators come to the line in the hurry up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to the end zone, and it's picked off in the end zone. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. The penalty backs the defense up even more. Now 1st and goal from the 1. Design quarterback run. Touchdown, Gators. They draw first blood in this national title game.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And the PAT is good. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Gonna run it. It's Irvin. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here's the 2nd down play. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking deep to the right side. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Gators offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Defense is coming after him. Swarm to the pass rush, a sack.
And the first play of this drive is a big sack for this defense. These are exactly the kind of plays that can kill a drive before you even get the 3rd down. You cannot allow a big sack to start a drive like this.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. And the quarterback dropping back. Bringing pressure. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
The offense now operating in empty. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So now on comes the field goal unit. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. And that one's straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Temple offense out there. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Here's the handoff. He's got room to run. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And the catch is made. He'd have been better off dropping it. There's a loss on the play. Second down play coming up for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Irvin. Picks up the first, looking for more. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Goes it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
And the defense is so caught up in this guy running the football in this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Ran by the receiver. He rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Caught quickly. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Chris, I know they got some positive yards here, but I got to say, I'm really impressed with this defense and the way they're flying to the football. They realize, hey, this is the national championship. They got to try to buck up here down by their own goal line and come up with a big play now on 3rd down.
Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Touchdown, Temple. They begin. Fight back here in this championship game.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, and it's a touchdown.
See if they can convert the point after. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. It's a blitz look here from the defense. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship through one quarter. Let's check out the game summary. All right, let's get back to the action. Getting closer to finding out who will be celebrating here tonight. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looking to throw here. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
How about this play by the quarterback, putting his body on the line here? But that's the kind of thing that endears you to the fans, the staff, and more importantly, to his teammates. At the end of the day, the quarterback doesn't want to look back on the game and say, I could have done more.
New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Finds his man. It's Hawkins. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Florida. They were not going to catch him that time.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The Owls offense is back out on the field now. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, they're going to throw it. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking to throw it on first down. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going, and it's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
Obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down after that previous play. And he drops back in the gun. The pass rush closing in. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Quick throw to the left side. He makes the grab.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
And the Owls look to keep this drive moving. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. What a catch! Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
The Owls will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's got it right near the end zone. The defense makes the stop at the 3. And the Owls will line up now. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important second down call here.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Two straight runs, 2 losses. Now it's 3rd down and goal. Receiver in motion now. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw for it. Running out of time in the pocket. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. Knocks that one right down the middle. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. He'll hand it off. Moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Second down after that run on the previous play. Escapes the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. Quarterback in the clear. Out past the 30. He's in the clear. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Gators.
Chris, that is one way to make an impact play out of nothing. What an incredible sprint by this quarterback. My man had his track shoes on this play.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. The quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The receiver makes the catch. Tackle at the 35, good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
Gain moves it to the 35, first down again. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. A pop pass on a jet sweep. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Can he get there on the ground? And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
The Owls getting set on 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. Catches many down the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the Owls will crank up the tempo. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The Owls looking to cash in the red zone. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. From the shotgun, handoff inside. No stopping him on that one. Touchdown, Owls. says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
PAT up and good. They trail by a touchdown, 24-17. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? First down, looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. Off target and incomplete. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his second touchdown alone here in the first half.
Looking downfield. He's got it on a crossing route. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Gators will kick it deep to begin the second half. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The Temple offense back on the field now. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. They get the second half started with the running play. As the first down is still going. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And looking to throw now on first down. With the catch, it's Irvin. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Breaks free. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Out of the gun now on third down. Lets it go quickly. But it's incomplete. That will now bring up fourth down.
Man, And on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking downfield near the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Temple.
Blown coverage here, and the receiver is just waiting in the end zone all by himself. You won't see an easier touchdown catch than that maybe all season.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
He's running out of time here. This one falls incomplete, but it looked like the defense jumped off sides.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Offense facing a 2nd and 6 here after the penalty. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And this time it's complete. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Finding enough space for a solid game before they stop him.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And they pick up the first on the ground. And the Gators churn out another 1st down.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
1st down here for this offense. Looking to pass this time. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes this defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
The Gators line up on 1st and 10 now. And now the handoff. Solid gain there. Sets up a 1st and goal at the 7.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Look at the pass here on second down. Pocket breaking down. They pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10.
This defense is playing inspired football with their backs near their own goal line. An incompletion, now a sack. What would the offensive coordinator come up with here on third down?
And the offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking to the end zone. Caught near the goal line.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. He keeps it on a design run. Touchdown, Florida. And they jump on top here in the second half. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kurt.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And the ball spotted at the 17. Would have been better off just taking a knee. And the first play of the drive now coming out from the 17-yard line. They begin with a quick throw to the left. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Second down, we're going to throw it. To dart to the left side. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They open the fourth by going to the air. And he finds his tight end for the catch.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain sets him up first down at the 33.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Defense is coming after him. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up. Seventh play of the drive coming up. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
Boy, an easy throw, an easy read, and an easy catch for the touchdown. I thought the receiver might have to call a fair catch. He was so open.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. An inside give now from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Now here he goes. They make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk of yardage on that play.
And now that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. It's just excellent blocking. There was nobody he had to make miss or use his stiff arm. Just a lot of open field.
Tries the right with a quick throw. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
That incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. On the move now. Trying to create here on the move. Tried to squeeze one in there, but it's incomplete. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. He bought some time, now lets it go. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he could get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on 4th down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Oh, they've stopped him short. A 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Here comes the Temple offense out there. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Looking to throw it on 1st down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a 2nd and manageable here for this offense.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Refuses to go down. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
And the Owls have 1st and 10 here. They'll run it from the gun. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. 1st down from the 15.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a 1st down.
And there's the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
The clock has stopped, and we have just 2 minutes to play in this game now. Been a really solid drive, but now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, obvious situations, you're going to throw the football. I like the call by the defensive coordinator. Went with dime. 6 defensive backs get them as much speed on the field as you can. May have confused the quarterback there a little bit and led to that incompletion.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Finds his target, and it's complete. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Looking to throw for the first down. Moves out of the pocket. But it's incomplete. A fourth down stop. Turnover on downs.
Chris, they had it. They had exactly what they wanted. I can't believe this would have been a touchdown, but he drops the ball on fourth down.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That run moves the ball to the 16. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw, catch made. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. The Gators will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Defense not pressing this time. On first and 10, looking to throw. Nice grab. Good sprint. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Close to the tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. And the Gators lining up here on first and 10. Ball handed off. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Time ticking away. Can the offense win it in regulation? Here comes the handoff. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Bringing pressure. He's looking to scramble. Trying to use his legs to make the first down. Couldn't get there, and now it's a fourth down call. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. You cue the celebration. They have taken the lead in the final minute. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, he makes the catch. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero?
Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Hey, really good call here by the defensive coordinator working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Get 6 defensive backs with that dime look. Cover as much ground as you can and have as much speed as you can. I think the quarterback may have been confused there and just threw the ball away.
And it comes down to this in the national championship. Close game. Final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a winning play?
They look to throw it here on second down. Running out of time in the pocket.
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34. Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero?
And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up second down.
And it comes down to this in the national championship. Close game. Final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a winning play?
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down. The Owls are going to cash in this red zone trip. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
Interesting scenario here, Chris. Down by 3. A field goal obviously ties it here in the last few seconds. But do they take a chance? Do they potentially throw the ball into the end zone to try to go for the win? I think I'd kick it.
The field goal is good. And that will tie the game here. And the Owls will line up on 1st and 10. Looking for a receiver. Looking right. This one caught. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Pass caught. 2nd down now. Looking to throw it again. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. The Owls will come to the line to crank up the tempo. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. But you got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
Handoff to the back. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
So here we go. The offense has first and goal here in overtime. And they're trying to punch it in here. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this first and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. A nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, you lose the battle at the line of scrimmage here on second down to bring up this third down. Now, as a play caller, you really got to be thinking about pass pro and giving this quarterback a chance to throw the football to get this into the end zone.
And a throw for it on third and goal. Touchdown, Temple. They strike first in OT. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And, Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. You imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receiver's jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick grab.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for the wide out. Hot over the middle. It's Hawkins. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
The Gators move into the red zone. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. They're going to run it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Third and long in obvious 4-down territory. They'd love to at least get a chunk of it here. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. And it's caught. and he's tackled immediately, so not much of a gain on the play.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the first down marker to set up fourth down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that first down marker.
Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Looking for 6. Pass caught, can he get in? And it's a touchdown. They're an extra point away from double OT, or you go for 2 and win it right now.
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
So here we go. What a moment as they set up for the 2-point conversion to try to win this game right now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. No, he didn't get in. They stopped him. They gambled to win the game right there. Could not score. With the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch.